You haven't seen the last of these?
Control. Show your enemy this place belongs to you now. Take the zone.
Who's that already? What world was that? Oh, that's somebody on my team. I'm tripping.
I could watch fighting like this forever. Zone B secure. You have zone advantage.
Sweet. Oh man, that's on.
Zone C captured. That's a power play. You took. Now hold them. Oh, I can't wait to see what you do with that.
Fusion abusion. Oh, sweet. Ah.
Zone A secure. That's a power play. You took them. Now hold them. Your moments of clarity are weapons,
Yes.
Warlock. The route is on.
Fusion
Finish
abusion.
it.
I don't do that now.
Zone C.
Ah, they cheat me.
Together as one. I love it. I've seen enough. I'm calling this one.
Wow. Nice.
Victory is all I ask. Good.
Just save the video clip, y'all. 10.0. Did I? I guess I didn't. Good grief. Oh, let me send him an invite. I'm tripping. I was wondering what's taking him so long. It's because he's probably on now. Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else?
Control. Take those zones, Guardian. Victory demands it.
Get ready.
You're in the lead.
All right, my bad about that.
Nah, you good.
Okay.
You're
That's
falling
frustrating.
behind.
What?
Nah, James sent me a private message and said he just saw the Infinity War trailer. I officially have no words. I said, send it to me. He said it's a leak, bro. Not good. Said not good footage. Still wanted. I said, nah, never mind. Rip. He said it's amazing though. He said, but knowing you want to see it in 4K.
Right.
So just wait a little longer. And I was like, yup. I'm gonna watch that trailer, man. It's gonna be in the best condition. Like I was already ready to log in, and when he said that, I exited out, ready to pull up YouTube, pulled the chair away, moved everything. I was about to sit down and dig in. In, not in, dig in. But if you lose, still lose. Never you lose.
Put that shotgun down, boy. So yeah, so what I was trying to say earlier, I think I still remember some of it, I'm not sure.
Alright, sweet.
So first, in response, in regards to Young Yim's, response video and all that stuff, it's like I was saying before, it's, to me, like he said, I mean, it's all subjective. So it's his, it's his opinion, but more or less along the lines of his preferences. And watching the first video and even watching the second video, to me, it just kind of reinstitutes that thinking of his preferences. Not that he doesn't completely play first-person shooters, but as far as first-person shooters go, what they do, they probably don't please him. I don't see him playing anything like Call of Duty or even Battlefield, that kind of thing. And with that perspective of it, like his points are on more or less just a game as a game in general, and it didn't sound too definitive to me. It just sounded like general stuff that a person who's played games for a long time would point out as a concern to him, knowing what he likes and knowing what all he would expect and everything like that. And more in regards,
my whole point is, if you weren't sold on the first game, why are you making a video about the second one?
because
Why even cover it?
Because he tried the second one to see what it was.
So if you're gonna try the second one, but then don't do the full research and you make a video basically saying this is Destiny 1.5, then you're misleading.
Well, I would say this, okay?
Zone A lost.
Whether or not he did the research didn't necessarily sound like he didn't to me in the review. His review is from a perspective of he didn't like the first one. There's a second one coming out, considering it to be Destiny 2, and this kind of plays back into my point about before about they probably should have done a better job of identifying if this is going to be a continuation or a complete separate offshoot from the first one, a deviation from the first one or whatnot. And with this game, they kind of did something in the middle. And I think a lot of people's arguments come from that place of they're confused as to, oh, it should have been this, or it should have been that, or, as far as what it should have been, basically. And so because they're the way Bungie has done the game, it wasn't definitive either way. People are a lot of times make arguments about that and have issues, and one person will be like, well, it's not supposed to be that, and it's this. It's not supposed to be that, it's this. Well, the only people that can tell you that obviously would be Bungie, but it seems like themselves, not like in a bad way, like they're sorry or anything like that, but just the fact that they didn't define it because they wanted to please everybody. They wanted to please, people who were coming back and people who were starting anew. So, but from Young Yev's perspective, what I'm gathering is more or less along lines of he played the first one and heard there was a part 2. And heard a lot about this is supposed to be new things. They're fixing a lot of things from Destiny 1, yada yada. Well, a lot of the stuff that people had issues with is so random because of so many different things and so many different people. I mean, yes, there were things. The main thing that everybody can wholeheartedly agree on was just the fact of story. That was it. That's the one thing everybody can 100% say, that there was a problem with. As far as things to do, not everybody was like, oh, I mean, there was quite a few people that were saying that there was nothing to do, but there was a lot of people who were saying like they played thousands of hours in the game or hundreds of hours in the game and were happy and satisfied with the things to do. So to say that there was nothing to do, I mean, that just comes down to preferences. And for his preference, he felt like there wasn't much to do because of the games he played. Think about, you know, one of the biggest examples is to think about how he likes Metal Gear so much. There's so much to do in Metal Gear, and objectively, and not just shoot people, you know, that with a game like Destiny, which touted itself in the beginning to being a game that's like an MMO RPG, where you're not just running around shooting people the whole time, you know, you're doing a bunch of other stuff. It didn't come across in that way.
Yo,
now,
Roberto, I heard nothing you said probably for the past 2 minutes.
oh my gosh, I can't even remember what I
Dude,
said.
it cut out, and I'm like, hello? Hello, what's going on? Like, what's up? And I was thinking it was you guys, so I'm like, I'm gonna just give it a second. Then I started talking to the kids, and then rip. So the last thing I actually remember you hearing from you was, he should have defined, you know, Destiny should have defined, you know, what they were trying to do, but they were trying to please everybody. Boom, and it cut out.
Zone A. Zone advantage is yours.
Did that bomb happen the same
1
way it
minute
did
left.
on James Bond?
Yeah.
Got blown up that same bomb.
Yo, that was too funny.
Dude, when it happened, I was rolling down.
Yo, I was at
what the heck was this?
You said that when I was at work. I think I was at work crying, bro. I was like, oh my, good thing I'm in the office by myself because I was in there crying. Just like,
Yeah,
I'm like,
hilarious,
30 seconds and counting.
but yeah, so I mean, you know, from that point, and then down to, you know, from his perspective of nothing much to do, you know, he has a different perspective of what Destiny was originally touting itself as. You know, originally as a first person.
I think that's reaching though, because that's not what he was saying. He's saying that there's nothing to it because it was a bunch of open, empty space. That's what he said in the first video. It was
That in the first video, he said that, but then he kept, okay, I'm paying attention to this stuff. He kept reiterating. He mentioned that, and honestly, that's not really a fair point to say when, you know, if you go to the reef, or not the reef, but when they open the farm and we see nothing in the farm, when we know there's going to be something in the farm. I understand that. You know, it's not fair to say that, oh, there's nothing in these open spaces when they have mentioned that they're going to have these things, you know, whatever. But, you know, when you play in Strikes, you're not in there is open environment, but obviously there's certain things that are probably going to be taken off. But from his perspective, you know, so, you know, as far as that goes, you know, I would say, you know, he probably should have been careful with, you know, saying that. But in the second video,
research. That's all I was saying. Do the research. That's why he's like, I forgot. I failed to mention. Yeah, he failed to mention that is what he said. Fail. I watched it twice. He said I failed to mention, and I'm like exactly. Like you yourself are reported as a news outlet, similar to IGN. He goes to all the E3 stuff. He gets the press passes. Because he has over 250,000 followers. So that means he's enough to be considered press. So if you're going to be press and state your opinion, in many other videos, he starts the video by saying, these are my opinions. But he started this one as if this is his report. That's why he had to come back and say, this wasn't my review, this was just my opinion. Well, that's what got everyone heated because you're like, you judge this whole thing based upon a beta. You basically said, look, I feel like this is just the same as the first game. It's empty. The bosses are rinse and repeat. When we clearly know that there's a lot more complexities because we've been keeping up with it. But
I don't think
he's the
there's
type
a lot
of
more
person
complexities,
who.
though. From what the stuff that I've seen, it doesn't seem like more complexities. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. What I'm saying is, to him and from his perspective, it's not much more complex. You're gonna run around and shoot stuff, and that is what draws him away. That's what I'm saying. It's not like saying that Bungie didn't add more, they didn't do anything different, but ultimately the experience is you go to an area, you do a bunch of shooting of hordes of enemies, and that to him is not that appealing outside of just, you know, the shooting and that kind of thing. That to me is what I was getting from it.
You see the way you're articulating that? You're articulating that better than he did. You see what I'm saying?
But
you're articulating it in a much more sophisticated fashion, which that's what you're good at, but him being a person that's are you out of the match, Rob?
Well, it
You've been in there a
me.
while.
It drew me in, but it ain't loaded up.
Give me
yet.
this.
I think the beta's about to start.
You're not gonna
closing.
sit there and point that thing at me like you're gonna hurt me with that. Go
No.
upstairs to your room now, little girl.
Uh-oh. Whoops.
You've been acting up. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you were talking.
No, I said were you in a match?
Oh yeah, I was starting. It was a match that was starting, but it kind of locked me out. But I'm in order now.
Okay. Alright, well we all together. Me and Fiat.
Alright, I'm jumping in, y'all. But yeah, but see that's how I was hearing it. I wasn't hearing it as if like he was making it a definitive statement from, you know, other than a general gaming statement of like he's played games for years. He would like to see.
I think you're giving him the benefit of the doubt because
It's not really
I've
the
watched
benefit of the doubt. though.
every video that he's practically produced since he's had a channel. Like he's
Alright.
probably one of the first people I've like when I started watching YouTube as a replacement for entertainment in Augusta.
Mhm.
Like when I had it on my PlayStation, he was one of the first channels I started watching because he was covering Metal Gear. So I was literally there for like his first couple of videos when he started covering Metal Gear.
Mhm.
So, in all the time that I've heard him speak, this is the first time that I've actually seen where he basically, and the last time he made another video where he was talking about Anthem, and he mentioned Destiny inside of Anthem, saying that Destiny introduced a pay-to-win feature. Like he basically started speaking.
Oh, okay.
He started speaking about stuff that you clearly know wasn't going on with Destiny. And me and James, I put it on a thread, and James pulled it out. I was like, "What is this fool saying? What pay-to-win? Do you know of any pay-to-win features?"
No, there's no pay to win features in there.
Exactly, but he said that Destiny 2 has pay-to-win features. He started naming all this stuff that was geared towards the
I think the
first
pay-to-win-
release of Destiny.
I think the pay to win is the actual expansions themselves.
I don't know if I can say that that's a pay-to-win though.
Like, in order for you to actually experience the game in its entirety, you have to purchase the expansion.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I can see that, but when you talk about a pay-to-win feature, when you're talking about other games, in other games, it's typically you pay money and you get better weapons, you get better armor, you get better guns. That's pay-to-win. You know what I mean? Like when you have like
What
mobile
games
games, most mobile games are
Control.
institute that pay-to-win feature, like
Yeah.
where you gotta keep paying, you'll get this jewel and you'll get this special loot, whatever. But there are mobile games that have been, other games that have been kind of taking on that whole thing, that whole pay-to-win thing. I can't state them right now because I can't think.
Like Mobile Strike and other stuff. Like
Yeah, Mobile Strike.
Additional.
Oh, it's like it's so cheesy, bro. I hate that game. To be honest.
The lead.
Oh yeah, I tried it for like an hour and it was very. It was too complex for me, and then it got too simple. It just felt like they were giving you a bunch of stuff so that you can get sucked in, and then you just start spending a bunch of money.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, he was wrong about that or whatnot. When I was watching the video, I wasn't trying to give him any kind of like whatever, like
Kill him!
benefit of the doubt kind of thing. I just literally heard, what he was saying, and I can see what he's talking about from knowing Young Yeah and knowing that he really loved Metal Gear to try to figure out all these clues and all these complex riddles and all that stuff. To me, it just seemed like, first-person shooters may be like one of those games that aren't really his thing, but as the stuff that he was saying more so was more than just it being, first-person, like it was games in general, and his appeal to, like he was saying, in open environments, not much being there with the first one, and this one just kind of reminded him of that, as far as just running around shooting stuff. So that's all. I just from what I was hearing, that's what I took from it. I didn't really
And I agree. I think that from everything I've seen, that doesn't seem to be his flavor. That doesn't seem to be his flavor. But then to sit there and make comments on it as if
Double.
like he's a like I just know his, like you said, his diligence with figuring out stuff, and for him to have such a blatant statement to say that this just doesn't have stuff that it clearly did. If you've been paying attention to the news, it just shows me that you were just doing it just because it's newsworthy right now. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like, yeah, I checked out the beta, you know, it dropped, so I decided to just cover it, and
Zone B secure.
just clicks.
You have
And
zone
I
advantage.
state that
Yeah,
because
baby.
I've stopped watching a lot of his videos because a lot of his videos have been kind of been doing the same thing, like where he's just basically covering stuff just because it's an interesting topic.
Yeah.
Covering more controversial stuff just because it's an interesting topic.
Gotcha.
So I felt like that was my whole thing. My whole thing wasn't his points. I thought he made some valid points about, you know, enemies just being spongy. But I feel like I have trust in Bungie because they said they're updating their strikes, that it's gonna have a little bit more variety, where strikes are gonna start feeling a little bit more like raids.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I've
You
heard
know what
that.
I mean?
You know,
And-
I've heard that too.
So I trust that, but for him not to have done the research, but then report on it as if he's been a part of Destiny 1 since the beginning,
Come on, man.
that's the part I'm like, come on.
Die!
How you
Oh,
melee
the fire
me
over
when you did?
And then the second thing I wanted to, I guess, point out, everything that I've been personally just been saying about Destiny, and this is how I've been taking it. Like, you know, every time, you know, we talk about the different, and only going to bring this up because of what you mentioned earlier about the shoulder charge, and I just kind of wanted to point out my thinking as far as what they've done so far, and you know why I've been having issues. And more or less boils down to their conceptualization of Destiny 2, more than anything. I mean, obviously, I'm not happy about them getting rid of everything in Destiny 1 and moving away, and then most, oh my goodness, getting rid of my Sunsinger, whew, that kind of stuff. But more or less is like thinking behind these changes, and you know what is drawing their ideas from, you know, where they're drawing their ideas from. So that's mostly what it is. And so, like, say for instance, in the case of what you have brought up with the Titan, the shoulder charge to me seems like it should be a one-hit kill. And people are complaining about abilities and yada yada, but to me it's like, what makes Destiny a lot of times is the ability. So what are you going to do? Are you going to modify the abilities, or are you just going to take them away? Well, and with the shoulder charge, for instance, instead of just making it where you have to, you know, be good at using it, learn how to use it and be good at using it, you just ultimately just take away the fact that it's a one-hit, you know, shoulder charge deal. Because the problem with shoulder charge to me was that you can activate it almost at any angle. It's like, it didn't matter, like, you know, where you was looking, and you know, where the person was looking, where they're coming from, the momentum of it. It didn't make sense for them to be able to just activate it. So that was more or less the problem. So instead of like making it such a loose cannon like that, like make it to where, you know, you have to be charging in at something or whatever. I don't know. It's just something else that would seem a little bit more viable. You know, so like for them to make a change like that, I start to begin to develop a profile in my mind of the changes that they made, and being concerned with, like, okay, well, they're thinking like this. What they're ultimately started making me feel like the simplicity of like Call of Duty games. You know, losing the complexity of an MMO RPG, and it's not like they were a full-blown MMO RPG at all. I mean, but it had elements of it in there, in the customization of things and the depth of it. But you know, that's mostly what, you know, makes me uneasy. And I know there's a lot of different things in particular changes that happen that, you know, I personally just don't like. It's not that it's bad in the sense that it's a bad game, but I don't necessarily think it's better. I don't like them. They're just different. And I personally don't like those changes. And so that's what to me is just, you know, behind the thing is like, you know, so when they're talking about all this new stuff, it's like, well, you know, it's new stuff, but then I'm hearing like two other things that I'm not really liking, and it's kind of got me concerned about, you know, the way the game is going to feel as far as, you know, as far as me playing it for the same reason why I played Destiny 1 and why I was looking forward to playing Destiny 2, and that it would grow more complex and much bigger versus becoming more streamlined and
But let me ask you a question, then what does that look like? as you saw Destiny evolve, like it's
It would
one
look
thing to
like
say it.
it looks like
No,
what
hold on.
happened.
Let me finish saying it. Let me finish saying what I'm saying. It's one thing to say this is how it should be, but when you're in a meeting with a ton of people and you have to not just consider, 4002 who uses this particular subclass, but you have to consider the entire infrastructure that you built as a game that's meant for multiple subclasses, that's meant for very detailed weapons with different roles and things like that. Understanding that, what type of future did you see in Destiny?
I see a future similar to what World of Warcraft did. All those other MMORPGs, World of Warcraft, Warframe, DC Universe Online, any MMORPG that has grown as a game by putting more stuff into it, DLC and all that stuff, versus just washing anew. And even when they did reframe and restructure and whatnot, they still included a lot of the things, the majority of the things that they started off with.
You have to give me better context, because from my knowledge of WoW, there was a lot of stuff that they not took out, but a lot of stuff that they changed. However, they had systems to be able to help you transmog certain equipment. Yes, I heard about that. But what do you mean, like, in the context of Destiny? Like, explain to me, like, give me the perfect scenario. Like, you're pitching this to Luke Smith as, hey, look, this is the direction Destiny needs to go. I'm just saying, because I really want to know, not how WoW did it or how they did it, or even if it is how they did it, explain to me exactly how it should be. Like, constant, just weapons patches, updates and changes. Like,
dude, you're asking for way
look
too
at it
much.
this way. Look at it this way, dude. Look at it this way. In regards to an equation, right? And you're trying to balance an equation. So you got your negative.
Break it down, Mr. Math Man.
This live? Like, this live right now? The live?
Oh yeah, it is frozen. Hey.
Oh sweet. That's the beta for you.
Yeah, I guess so.
Get ready to shut it down.
They don't shut down till 9, but they said you're gonna get kicked a whole lot more.
Yeah.
So let's say Destiny 1 had its negatives and its positives, right? And when it all summed down to it, it was a negative by the end of what it is now is a negative because of whatever's broken about it right now. So it's negative. So then they create Destiny 2 and add a whole bunch of positives, but then add a whole bunch of negatives though. So it kind of it still balances out as a negative in many people's books. For example, 4s. Like, so they added positives such as, so we're on Destiny 1, right? And Destiny 1 equals a negative, right? Because of whatever's broken about it. Basically the negatives outweigh the positives on Destiny 1 right now, right?
I wouldn't necessarily say that. I would say Destiny 1 was a balanced equation. Like, it has its positives.
Right now it's balanced. Right now it's balanced.
Yes. I would say it's balanced because we as players, remember, like, this is one thing we used to talk about all the time, was we're of the top tier percentage of people who play this game extensively. Like, we basically have practically like, I know maybe me, Ford, and Matt may have 1 or 2 other games we may play every now and again, but Destiny was basically our main. When we came home, we were popping on Destiny. Nothing else. So we're of the top tier players who exhaust content within the first week, 2 weeks.
Right.
Like, we literally grind until there's literally nothing left. And then what did we do? We jumped into PvP, which was a broken system of matchmaking that got broken shortly after you joined. Like, you basically came into the broken phase. It used to have a comfortable phase of matchmaking.
Well, I enjoyed Taken King. Taken King was lit.
Yeah, but there was a phase of, like, bad matchmaking, all that kind of stuff that was going on. I'm about to exit the game and just come back.
I was gonna say, go to settings, go to log out, and hit change character, and just select.
I couldn't even go into it.
Oh.
So rip the dream. So yeah, it had its you know, the PvP was broken in the sense that, you know, they couldn't do any kind of weapon balancing. Whenever they did weapon balance, it was to entire classes of weapons. Like, one hand cannon was basically ruining it for all other hand cannons. So what ended up happening? They had to buff all hand cannons, and therefore got adjusted by that because it messed up his first curse. You know what I mean? And it messed up the Finalis Peril. It messed up a lot of good hand cannons from year 2. And then supers became an issue because certain people found certain cheeses that they could do. People found cheese that they could easily do with certain supers that could easily shut down other supers. They found glitches and things like that in the landscape of PvP, that is. And they had to balance supers because certain things were overpowered. So there was a constant back and forth of balancing. You know what I mean? But to me, there were balance points, there was bad points. There was good points, there was bad points. I don't think there was a point in time where the negatives outweighed the positives. I think there was a lot of negatives. I'm talking about
what it is right now. Right now.
Yeah. Where it is at its current state, I would say it was a complete game. It was a complete game.
You're saying that like it's no longer cheesy and stuff like that.
No, I'm not saying it's not cheesy because you're only thinking about PvP. There are two elements to Destiny, which is PvP and
what I'm
PvE.
saying, nobody plays PvE anymore. So like PvE is like kind of like not.
Yeah, right now because all their focus has been put towards Destiny 2. So right after Age of Triumph, we was all jumping in there doing the remade strikes and trying out new stuff that you hadn't tried out because you weren't here during Destiny 1. So there was stuff that you were able to play that you didn't get to experience before the Taken King that you tried out. You know what I mean? Raids that I'd never done the older raids just simply because at the time when we first started, it was only 4. Then it was me, then it was James, and that's ain't enough for a raid. That's why we started recruiting people. So there was stuff we got to experience towards the end, but if Destiny 2 wasn't coming out, right now we'd be getting hyped for an expansion, or there may be stuff going on like that, and we wouldn't feel this way. I feel like as a whole, Destiny 1 was a good product that had its positive and its negatives, and if we couldn't say that was true, then we wouldn't have sunk as many hours as we have into it to say it wasn't a complete product that we enjoyed. Not that it didn't have its broken points, but there were points that we enjoyed. So to say the negatives outweigh the positives, yeah, maybe the negatives outweigh in the Crucible right now because they basically patched something and said we're not touching it anymore. That's what happened. Remember at Age of Triumph, they said what we're not doing anymore because we're focused on Destiny 2. Everybody's resources are going to Destiny 2. But I guarantee if it wasn't, they'd be tweaking it.
What I'm saying is, we got the PvP Crucible is what keeps Destiny alive, in between expansions. So like if you don't throw that's like a major part of the equation. You know what I mean?
I think it's 50% of the equation.
I think
and if that's negative, and
I do think it's more than that.
But how so? Because not everybody is sinking all their time into PvP.
Because
just because we did
a first-person shooter than it is an MMO or a campaign game. Yes, they have content and story, and they're supposed to have more in Destiny 2. But as far as what, like Fiat was just saying, and what you were just saying as well, once people tear through those raids and those strikes and those different stuff like that, we're in orbit. You know, what's left is PvP, which is why they even focus more on it in Destiny 1. Now, in Destiny 2, you know, it's going to be a bit different. We're going to have to see because there's supposed to be more content and those kind of things. But as far as first-person shooters go, the majority of people who play first-person shooters are playing to shoot other people in a match because that's just kind of traditionally what it's always been. Now, so I would say it's probably a bit more. I would say it's probably like 70%, more. Like it's probably 70. I wouldn't say it's exactly 50.
You think it's 70-30?
I would say 70-30.
I would say it's more than 50.
65-35 minimum.
Yeah, I would say it's more than 50.
I disagree. The only reason why I disagree is because there are people outside of.
I'm not saying there's not a lot of people who don't play.
No, what I'm saying is like you have to think about it from the other perspective. I enjoyed doing the story missions. Every time I hopped into the game, I was doing a story mission. I was doing strikes. I was like, "Hey, man, let's switch it up. Let's get out of this Crucible, man. Let's do some strikes, man. I want to get into some of these strikes and do some of these stories."
I'm not saying
even though I played them 100 times. So what I'm saying is like, I can understand the feeling of it being more because people like us played it more because it allowed us all to share time together. But when I look at the No, I understand what you're saying. You're saying that because of the nature of the game, it was most likely the PvP was the primary focus of players. And what I'm saying is I don't think that's entirely true. I think there was a good balance between people who enjoy. That's why, if that was the case, then people would be fine with Destiny 1 as just a PvP, because that's basically Overwatch. You know what I mean? But there was a reason why people were crying for more content, why people were saying we need more, because the droughts forced them to want to play something that they really were just kind of like meh about.
What I'm saying is, everybody liked PvE, but what kept the game going, or people keep playing the game when the PvE was down, was PvP. And so that means there was a point in time where PvE was down. There was never a point in time where PvP was down. So to me,
and there's never really a point where PvE is down. I think that's an overgeneralization, because
I'm not saying people ain't playing it. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying people ain't playing it. I'm not saying it ain't good. I'm saying there's more people playing on Destiny playing PvP than there is PvE.
And that's true.
That's all I'm saying.
To
what statistic though?
Just in general,
like you really need a statistic to know that a PvP game, you know,
like all right, how about this? Where's most Twitch content coming from? PvE or PvP? Most streaming content.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you're gonna have PvP, because that's just the nature of a Twitch stream. You're not really finding people on Twitch playing a bunch of story stuff.
Oh yeah, it depends on what the game is. I think it depends on what the game is, but yeah, I mean, ultimately I think it depends on what the game is. There's a lot of people playing games. I mean, there was what was that crazy Five Nights at Freddy? I mean, yeah, people playing games like that, like or painting. You know, we got people painting on Twitch. So I mean, it's a variety of different stuff. I think, you know, more than anything else. But I see what you're saying, and I know you want numbers, but I don't really think we need numbers to know that the majority of people are playing come from Call of Duty, Battlefield, Halo, you know, kind of games. They're not coming from, you know, World of Warcraft, you know, or, you know, other games that kind of give that MMO feel. Now, I'm not saying those people aren't also playing PvE. I'm just saying there are more people, because the changes that they were making, if there was more PvE people playing, there would be a lot more than PvP complaints. There would be more PvE complaints than PvP complaints, and we would see more tune-ups and changes made for PvE than PvP. But a lot of the changes Bungie have made over the time, and this just comes from me, you know, reading and seeing responses about how people are like, here we go again, another patch or another change that's, you know, for PvP that's going to affect PvE. And
but that lets you know right there that if it's another patch that's going to affect PvE, that people have that desire and need for it. Just because Destiny didn't 100% fulfill that doesn't mean that people's love nor focus wasn't on PvE.
And here's where this is why I think we think this differently, is because I see that, but what's also being said there is that because there are people who want to play PvE and want that, but because there are more people who are playing PvP, Bungie is paying attention more to the patches and changes for PvP than for PvE. I understand what you're saying. I'm not saying that people ain't playing PvE, and I'm not saying people, you know, don't want that. I know that people are, and there's tons of people that are, but I would say there's more for PvP. I don't even understand how we got to this part of the conversation, but
I think we got on this because we were talking about percentages.
Oh, okay. But yes, I mean,
we're talking about what percentage of people to be able to balance out Tim's equation.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's right.
No, I'm just saying, what was I
You're
saying?
just saying that so basically what you were saying was if there's negatives in Destiny 1, if the overall equation is a negative in Destiny 1, but Destiny 2 adds positives, but there are still negatives, then doesn't the whole experience of Destiny equal a negative?
Basically, what I was trying to say is that the negatives from Destiny 1 and the positives from Destiny 1, it's like they messed up the positives and tried to fix the negatives, but added negatives and messed up the positives. So Now it's just outweighing itself. In my book, like for example, the positives in Destiny 1, PvP, you know, PvE aspect was fun, you know, and the supers and everything. It's just the summation of it to me in Destiny 1. Most of the negatives came from PvP, in my opinion. So
Yeah.
what they tried to change in Destiny 2, they like added more negatives to the PvP aspect than in their attempt to add positives. It's like weird. You know what I mean?
But I mean, so then let me ask you a question. How bad is this PvP? I mean, is it the worst thing on the planet or something? I mean, I'm just trying to figure out.
Not at all. I'm just saying that the negatives still outweigh the positives thing. Because of what
the negatives in Destiny 2?
Yeah.
Outweigh the positives?
Yeah.
How so?
In my book. So for example, all right, we all enjoyed having the option of being able to choose if we want to be sweaty or just go in class and just act a fool. But now we don't have that option. Why so? Because they decided to make it 4v4, all game mode 4v4. What was that for? Nobody knows. So okay, cool. Then they changed the supers to like to all roaming rather than having some roaming, some automatic, some one standing or whatever the word is for
roaming supers.
One hit done.
The opposite of roaming supers.
Like one hit, one and done.
Yeah, one hit.
Yeah, I mean, if I can, I would add to that, like, even something like, and Sunsinger has been such a talked about subject, and I've looked at other people's topics, and, I can go in a different conversation about it, but one of the first things I would say is, when it comes to Sunsinger, I mean, obviously Sunsinger wasn't a super in which you would go and destroy everything with. It was a super that you did supportive stuff with. Now there's none of those now. In the game, as far as dynamics and those kind of things, and then also as far as the customization of like the class, you have to pick a quadrant of particular skills. You can't mix and match them to what what you might want to mix them to. To me, that's not a plus. That's definitely a negative, because now I'm forced to play with two perks that I don't maybe care for. Versus, and then if I want to play with the other two that I might want it to play with, or another one that I want to play with, I have to switch a whole 4 out instead of, doing, that one in that regards. And it is a few. Go ahead.
All right, well, let me ask you.
Hold on. Before you ask me. Well, go ahead and ask me that, and I'm gonna still go back and address something.
The changes to subclasses. Do you think that was a good thing, or do you think that's a positive or negative?
I think it was a positive. Why I think it was a positive? I'm gonna get back to that. Let me address something that you said earlier. Oh, Rick the Dream. Did I leave? Oh, I thought I was the team lead. My bad. But what you call it just joined. Adam, he's in here.
All right.
Okay.
So if y'all wanna go ahead and do some sweaties, I'm quite sure he'll reign king.
Me and Fia are in orbit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll join in on you. All right, so you the fun aspect, like control. Right now, we're getting a bunch of sweaty folks because they're using the same matchmaking systems. But they said they're going to be two different types.
I'm okay with that, but they took away the option to 3v3 or 6v6.
Yeah, well, the
point about having a second game, a sequel to a game, is to make it better, not worse.
But how is 4v4 worse? Because we always did 4v4.
You don't take away options, you add options. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, and I understand the 4v4 aspect. I'm not saying I'm 100% like, yes, 4v4, because I will miss the 6v6 where we can all go in as a clan and just wreck shop. But I understand it. And the reason I understand it is because what was our primary complaint with Destiny 1 toward the end was we were, crying about, man, this person's lagging, that person's lagging. Well, now you have 2 less people to worry about lag with. Game modes have been optimized for more team-based systems, which we heard about today from IGN's exclusive reveal of Survival, which is going to be more focused on team-based shooting. Team shooting is going to be the way to go. So now we're going to be a whole lot more organized as a team than just 6 people just running around acting a fool. Typically, when we ran 6v6, we always had kind of like 1 or 2 people that was kind of trash with us anyways. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
But give us the option, though. Give us the option.
And yeah, I definitely agree. We should be able to have 6v6, but I don't look at it as a negative. I look at it as their response to try to figure out how to deal with some of their connection issues.
And here's again where, for me,
you want to know the best way they could have dealt with connection issues? Dedicated servers.
They could have, but we don't understand fully. All right, they're all in here.
Yeah, Rugs. And here's again, even with that, like this is, where I look at the opposite side, and I'm like, well, I understand, wanting to have good connections and all this stuff, but could we not still have, maybe a third version of where it's just like 6v6 and you play at your own risk kind of deal?
I mean, we don't know if they're gonna add that or not. We just know at the current release, it's only 4v4, which gives us basically them an opportunity to ease their way into that. You know what I mean? We don't know that. That's why I'm understanding the change.
Other door. We could get up. That's a good field. Yeah.
That's what it's for, baby. Shutting off areas. Get out of here.
Keep your head up.
we over here talking deep debate about liking and disliking Destiny 2. He's like, I love it. Oh man.
They went up the road.
Yeah, they're headed up there.
Keep your head up.
Enemy has
Come on.
set a charge.
Yep, they set a charge.
Don't go up there by yourself. Keep your head up.
Got one in there. Got one. These boys is trash.
Close right. He's right there. No, I shot him first. Somebody gonna have to grab that thing.
I'm in
somebody
here,
here with me. Somebody here with me. I'm in here. Somebody's shooting at me. What were you doing?
How is he not dead? I'm getting it.
Let me go.
That thing's dead. It's about to blow up.
Oh man, no.
Rip your dream.
Yo, but see that. Now, you was asking me if before that, do I think that changing the subclasses were a good thing? Yes, I believe changing the subclasses were a good thing, and the reason why I think they were a good thing was for the simple reason that there was too many issues with the subclasses, too much cheese, too much complaints. Like, dude, I don't think you guys understand. When I was at work every day, all I did was listen to our old streams, and all we did was complain, dude. This super came off too early. How did that super get through there? How did this happen with that super? Oh my gosh, that nade is too powerful. Oh my goodness, like how did it do that?
Real quick, all that stuff, I don't think it's going to change. I think we're just going to be doing it with newer supers. We're going to run into that same issue with different supers. I don't think it's going to change.
And I don't think it's going to change either, because anything... What in the... Y'all trash!
Keep your head up. Wait. No. Wait. Put the shield up.
Put the shield up. Oh.
Terrified Jim! Kind of like...
Terrified Jim.
Defend the charges and defeat
It's a
your
heavy.
It's a heavy.
I don't think they have special weapons anymore. If you hit up.
Yeah, so
Hell, I'm
Yeah,
going up the road real
shotgun,
fast.
sniper, fusion rifles. They got grenade
not
launchers.
grenade launchers. They look like they're all up there. They're up there.
Get out there.
Got a nade, throw it in that corner. They like to hang in that corner.
Help. Help.
It is a little different. You'll get used to it.
Oh, he's
He's
behind the door. He's
Fiat.
behind the
Yeah,
door.
yeah, Fiat. I was trying to get him. I was trying to bait him a little bit.
Alright, he got me. What's going
What's
on?
up?
He got me through the wall. God dog it, where are y'all at? Look!
Where y'all was it? Where y'all was it? Where y'all was it?
excellent.
Get in there, get in there.
Is ticking.
Shut it down!
We got it.
Shut it
Get out of there.
down!
Get out of there. Get out of there.
Shut it down!
Ah!
So, back to my thing about the supers. The reason why I think they needed to change the supers. Now, I don't know who was sitting in the meeting and decided this is what the supers needed to be. You know, one thing I can definitely say is I think the Hunter's Shade Step ability is complete trash. I think that should not be limited to a power-up similar to my shield. I think that was a great point. I forget who made it, Rick Kakis or something like that. I don't know who it was. But basically they were saying, like, why did you make that independent when every other class has something that helps the team? But the Hunters is very selfish. You know, it's very self-focused. Oh, I get to shade step
See,
and
and
reload
that's
my
what
gun.
I'm saying. Like, you see,
Come
that's
to the
exactly what I'm saying. Like, it's that, like, mentality of, like, what are they thinking about stuff? Like, I'm not saying, like, it's everything. I'm just saying, like, it's little stuff like that where it should be a bit more, like, you know, thinking, now, again, we can't say they can't change it or whatever, but it seems pretty set in stone that that's going to be that character's ability.
They're coming around back. They're coming around back. They're coming around back.
Yeah, I'm back here. I got two.
All right, one's in the front. One's in the front. See ya. One's
weak.
coming up. One's coming up.
He's super weak. Get him. He's confused. Nice job.
Let's go.
I'll talk
But it's like when stuff like that
and-
happens, it's like, you know, that's what most of my concern weighs in at is like, what are these people thinking? Like, it's stuff that's like simple or seemingly simple. Again, like you said, I mean, I'm not no expert at it, but it seemed like there could have been a better option. I'm not like saying
I'm
that
at
lightly.
I need help at Rugs. I need help at Rugs.
I'm not saying like lightly. I'm just saying it like in a way where it's, even thinking about that, like
Help at Rugs.
or where there's
I'm
maybe
in there. I'm
more
in there.
general consensus towards, towards
Yeah,
that
but
box,
Rugs-
like you were saying. I'm not Rugs now too. Oh, sweet. I'm in
1
trouble.
minute.
They went down to the what's the name?
Don't spend all that ammo in
Yeah.
one place.
Whoever it was just got heavy. Whoever it was just got heavy. Oh, them boys trash, dude.
What they do?
Oh, they trash. They left.
The enemy team is gone, but the charge remains.
Yeah.
Defuse
You
it.
can just go ahead and defuse it, yeah.
Charge defused. Your team is solid.
Pretty much.
Okay,
And you can do a
strike.
strike, and then everything else is crucible.
Yo, what just happened?
Victory is within your grasp. Set a charge.
Yeah.
So,
Let's hit the-
really
let's
quick.
hit the Rugs.
Alright, so really quick, my thought on the supers is, I think it needed to be balanced. I think it needed to be better. Now, did they make the best decisions on how to approach it? Maybe they could have done something a little bit better. Maybe they could have done something a little bit different.
All opponents down.
He whipped.
Powerful
Yeah.
finish.
All right.
Pop some
And
popcorn.
Zavala said Cabal bombs would make.
I don't know why them rookies can't be like me, Shax. I don't know. But yeah, I think it needs. I don't know what made them change Sunsinger to Dawnblade. I can only say that, or not give you radiant skin or whatever that special perk particular.
Whoa.
Good luck.
But I can,
Uh-oh.
for being a person.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
kind of you might be too far away or something. Or maybe next to a microwave because it's breaking.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's ending shortly.
So what's
It ends at 9 o'clock. For you to lead.
Mm-hmm.
Not 8 o'clock your time. So, you know, I don't know why they took that kind of stuff away, but I can understand why they gave it an ability, you know what I mean, a roaming super ability, you know what I mean? And I think that maybe if they could add a swipe in there, maybe you would enjoy the super a little bit more.
I
You know,
mean,
like
honestly,
a sword, because I know that's how you played before.
and that's what I'm
You
saying.
love
Like,
rocking your Raise Lighter and Sunsinger. So
Right.
I feel like it's somewhat of a good fit for you, but maybe they didn't execute it the best way. All I'm saying is I feel like there's a lot of shade being put on Destiny 2 for their attempts to try to create a balanced system. You know, I was about to say twerking. Retweaking their engine to be able to make individual changes versus making changes to entire subclasses or entire groups of stuff.
but do
did,
you
though.
need to change a whole super to do that?
But they did though.
No, I'm talking about from Destiny 1. Get from in front of that microwave, little girl.
These kids.
It's good.
Countdown.
It's good.
Get this dying kid.
Defend the charges or eliminate all opponents.
I like it. Zone. What are you playing with, Hunter? No, it's like 4 hits. It takes a little longer to kill people in here. What are you playing with, Hunter? Anybody hear me?
Get out the money.
Good luck. Y'all trash down
1
there.
minute.
Sweet.
Yeah, sure.
Your team
Come on.
is down.
Oh, that's right. I'm not.
And
Not
you're back.
out. Okay.
Oh, that's what it is? Okay.
That look like
That's what it is.
You're on offense. Set the charges or defeat all hostiles.
Cause y'all trash.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's kind of.
Y'all trash though, so don't worry about it. Look at that.
You still have hope. It's what? I'm going to punch him and slap him.
Don't
Good luck.
find all that ammo in one place. 1 minute.
Sweet. I got.
Y'all trash.
I'm light, dude up. I'm lighting these dudes up, and they have not been dying.
Keep this dying head.
Can't fight if you're all
Sure.
down. 1 more.
So, anyways, what was I saying?
What are you saying about the supers?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
were saying about the systems and all that stuff. I mean, I
Like-
asked
Defend
as
the
well. I was
charges
like, they need to
and
change
defeat your
supers
opponent.
in order to do that.
Yeah, I think to give a fresh new, you know, like when you're talking about bringing new people in.
And see,
When you're talking
this is what I'm
about-
talking about right here too. Like that right there is like. What about
I mean,
people
yeah,
who?
We have to, like they lost on here. They lost their major user base when they first released their game. So not only are they trying to win people back, but they're also trying to gain, you know, some of the trash talk that may have come
1
from,
minute.
you know, some of the trash talk that may have come from people who experienced
I love
it
it.
and was like, nah, man, that thing. Think about it from an entire standpoint. Don't just think about it from a user standpoint. You got to think about it from a developer standpoint.
Set the
You're
charges.
still
I'm
breaking.
breaking up.
Protect them
Yeah.
with your life.
Yeah, you breaking up.
Oh, okay, with the dream.
I'm going down the market.
All right. And you don't know. Am I still breaking up or no? I'm good.
You still
Still
breaking.
breaking up.
What? Who's that?
Charge set. Now to battle.
Guardian down.
Yeah, mark it.
Guardian down.
That's it.
Dude, I promise you, I was not getting hit that
Has to be
much.
first.
They got that shit.
Gotta-
So can y'all hear me much better now? Or
Yeah,
am I still?
Enemy
You know,
defused.
a little bit, but it seemed like you still breaking a little bit. But
Whatever's have to be doing with your match because I was doing fine just a moment ago.
do you got a microwave or something though?
Defend
Oh,
those
okay,
charges.
sweet.
No, seriously, like, no, seriously, yeah. It usually,
No, it's in the other room, and I Ben cut that off. Put it off for a minute.
Hey, what's it? Nobody's down here. They're at the rugs.
yeah, they're
Round, I'm gonna flank around on these boys.
Enemy charge has been set.
So basically, can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
sweet.
Oh, it's live. It's live.
He's behind you.
Don't push up too hard with them.
There's only one! Don't come in that room!
Get up.
Adam, you trash! This ain't got to be one. You got to be strategic.
Detonate
Crazy.
those charges. Nothing
All right,
else
so
Let's do this, man. Come back.
what was I saying? What was I
Let's do this.
saying?
Come back, man.
All right, let's head to this rugs.
Everybody for rugs. Everybody for rugs.
Oh, they here. They here.
Guardian down.
Man, through the wall. What is going on?
1 minute left. Oh, I can't wait.
No! Get in there! Get in there!
Get in there! Set.
All opponents defeated. I love it.
Use the auto rifle up close or hand cannon.
Oh, pulse rifle.
Defend those charges.
If you got that nightshade.
Sir, what's y'all doing? What y'all doing? Are you going up there? Okay, I'll stay down here. I'll send it back. All right, I got two down here.
They set a charge.
Yep,
Get out
that
there
rush.
and
All right, one down. One down.
All right, I'm coming
One
up
up
the
top.
Guardian down. Guardian down.
Sweet.
Get in! Shut it down! Just shut it down!
on. But the
Get out of there, get out of there.
charge remains. Defuse it.
What's it doing?
You gotta shut it down!
It stopped.
Detonated the charge.
Like I started and then it stopped. That's why I was moving around like that, because I'm like, where's this thing at?
Yeah.
So,
Your enemy has match point.
what was I saying?
Show them how little that means.
So basically,
Let's go to market. Let's go to market.
when I went against other supers, you know, I mean, they were like ridiculous at times. You know what I mean? Some of the effectiveness, all that kind of stuff, things were just not.
Charge set. Now hold the line.
I can't never get anything on with this.
Now let that man run. Trash can. This thing's done.
You hammered them. Do it again.
Yeah, like when I went up against other supers, at times it was a bit ridiculous. Now there were some broken supers, like Blade Dancer. Like
Enemy is on match point.
y'all didn't get a good luck of the draw on that super. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But I believe Arcstrider is a much better improvement. You know what I mean?
I don't like Arcstrider.
What?
At
What you
all,
don't like
dude.
about it?
It's too sloppy. Like it's just everywhere. Oh, team shot, team shot.
Down.
Wait,
They set a charge. Get out there and defuse it.
that's somebody behind you, Gabe. Get up.
I'm trying to survive.
Yeah, you be just like staying alive, bro. That's so cheesy. I'd have been dead.
It's that resiliency.
It's a team shot.
Shut these boys, they
Did
trash.
they detonate the thing?
Oh, they do got a charge on it. Sweet. Tripping.
Oh, that's us.
Yeah, I thought we were
Dang.
protecting it. Doggone it. Yeah, they might got this one.
No, they don't.
He's coming
Get it.
with
Stop him from shooting at me. Stop him from shooting at me.
Guardian down.
Got it.
Enemy
Good one.
sealed to defeat with that detonation.
Good one.
Wait a minute, what? Are you kidding me?
It still exploded.
Get out of here!
To perfection, God.
Get out of here, dog! Get out! I had that.
Get out. Get out.
But I mean, honestly, are you guys really at this point in time missing skirmish? Are you missing salvage? Like I feel like we got
yeah.
the best of both worlds.
I am.
How so?
Because they were fun to play, man. That's how so.
I mean, one, we don't know if they're gone. Two, what I'm saying is like, I feel like, yes, the initial shock value of a lot of changes hit us, you know, and hit probably some of us more than others. You know what I mean? Like, I do not run lightning grenade anymore. It is trash. Like, for it to literally take 2 seconds, for it to take 2 seconds to go off, like, it's useless. The whole point of it was to be a shock value to control points, just like a sunspot, you know, for the solar grenades. You know what I mean? You control the areas with it. You know what I mean? They could have just turned down the damage on it, not delayed it. You know, but it is what it is. I'm looking at Destiny as a whole, and I feel like there's a lot of nitpicking, like, well that. When I look at it as a whole, the entire experience of everything, the Crucible feels a lot more balanced. I don't feel like I'm just getting wrecked by, you know, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, shotgunners. I don't feel like I get sniped, but I don't feel like it's happening as people's main weapon. Like, they're literally just walking around, no offense, Adam, you know, walking around with a sniper all day and then just basically hanging on the other side of the map. There's a lot more engagement. There's a lot more team coordination. Like, hey, 2 of us go here, 2 of us go down there. Let's figure this out. I'm gonna stay here. You do this. I feel like in a lot of their testing, they were trying to figure out a better way to get people engaged and less havoc. You know what I mean? And not that havoc isn't fun. We don't know if, you know, Mayhem isn't coming back. We don't know if Clash mode, like when we're just doing Clash and it's not objective based. We literally have 2 objective based game modes to work on right now.
Well, I didn't say anything about game mode.
Oh, I just took the whole team down, shorty. Get your hands off me. Y'all trash.
You captured Zone B. You
Just
have
trying
a
to take C. Good shot.
Zone C lost.
Faithful.
Yes, you and your allies move as one. Two for one. This is
Sweet.
wonderful.
Hit that man!
Dave, I can't clean up after you every time you die, bro. You did it.
I'll remember that next time.
You did it.
Zone B lost. They've got them all, Guardians.
Y'all trash.
Zone A captured.
Yeah, he was chasing people too much.
Don't spend all that ammo in one place. Zone C captured. You have zone advantage. Zone A
Alright,
lost.
zone B. Everybody go for zone B.
I'm already here. I'm actually gonna run to their heavy to make sure nobody else gets it,
Zone
unless
C
you're getting it.
lost. Your
Go ahead,
enemy
grab
has
it.
a power play.
Somebody on me.
Hey, what y'all doing?
I'm
going
at
to zone
B.
B.
I'm over here with you, Adam.
Shield up at B.
Zone B secure.
Or was it?
They have the
Oh,
lead,
sweet business.
but the match isn't
Keep
over.
praising us.
Zone A's captured. It's yours. You have zone advantage.
Alright, as long as we got zone advantage, that's all that matters.
Gained the lead.
What's the other one at?
We gotta get B.
Yeah, they're going for B. They're going for B. No, go get C. Don't go for B. That's like a death trap.
Almost like a death trap.
Because we need them to hold a spawn spot. So B and A are like our best points.
Strength in numbers, Guardian. Excellent.
I'm getting crunched over here. They're headed to B.
Zone C captured.
All right, we
You
got
have
Jazoni's
zone
and blah 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 blah.
5 minutes.
Praise
Could go
advantage.
your way. Could go theirs.
Oh, sweet.
Can't take
Zone
it.
A
Can't take it.
lost. But the battle is still close.
You doing what?
Oops.
Told you, man. People that play Destiny 1, man, gonna have some real adjustment to do.
Zone A secure.
No, that's what I just said. I'm not saying you a bad player. I'm just saying people just got.
Double down. You shut the enemy down.
Keep it up.
Zone A lost. You have zone advantage.
Oh, good grenade.
Zone C lost.
Good job, Rocky. Yeah.
I'm at railing off on it, ain't he?
Hold down this spot. Who's that back there? Yeah, hold down that
Zone
spot.
C
Yeah, kept. There you
secure.
go.
You
I'm gonna go
have
in on my
advantage.
super real quick.
Get it, bro.
I need that blink jump back, bro.
Fellas can line up fast.
They used to playing with it.
Super sucks.
Got
bro.
him.
I can't
Your
see
advantage
nothing.
grows. Stay strong.
I was getting money with that sniper though. But this not really the stage for sniping, to be honest with you.
Cut corners. Cut corners. Cut corners.
3 minutes.
Cut corners on these boys.
Go to A, go to A.
Zone C lost.
Cut corners on these boys. Cut corners on these boys. Yes! Cut corners on these boys. Your boy survived. Get your hands up. When I say don't touch me, that's what I mean.
Also, Adam, you don't have only one person needs to be on the
Probably
zone
like
to
7
capture
You
it.
captured Zone C. Zone advantage is yours.
Cause when you playing, that's when the game ends. I think we can get F. Stop before it ends, so it's easy and all that. Yeah.
Zone A secure. Double kill. And that's why we have
Get the
fire
orbs.
team. Power play. Keep the pressure on. Victory imminent. Zone C lost. I could not ask for a better victory.
Get your hands off of me! Why you hating on me?
The left.
Yo, I just killed the whole team twice.
Nice.
Get your hands off. go. Give him. Don't fight Jim.
I think that was the point, to be honest with you. Like, they don't want people to have a negative KD, so they want everybody to feel good about Destiny 2.
Yeah, I do feel kind of weird about, you know, now that assist kills, but because the game is more focused on team shooting, you know what I mean? I think they're rewarding people for doing that. You know what I mean? Instead of, because I mean, honestly, I'm gonna be straight up. Destiny 1's PvP was pretty selfish, you know, kind of.
That was the point.
Kind of game. You know, you looked out for yourself more than you did others. You know, where and that's all I'm saying with Destiny 2. Yeah, they might have made some changes that don't make us feel a certain way, but I feel like they're headed in the right direction. Can y'all at least say they're headed in the right direction? I think that should be the answer to the equation, Tim. Is it what's positive, what's negative, because we can nitpick all day. Just like Young was saying, it's subjective. Just like Rob feels like it's subjective. That's how games are. We can all look at it one way. Do you feel like it's headed in a positive direction?
I feel like it's headed in the worst direction.
I don't know yet. I have to see how it goes, but as of right now, it doesn't feel like that to me. It just feels like it's heading in a different direction. It don't feel like they
different, but not bad.
Yeah, not bad, not good. Just different direction. That's all I've been saying. Direction. Yeah, that's all I've been saying is that I don't like the direction, but I'm not saying that the game. Because ultimately, I'm not even saying the game's bad. The game's good. It's not like it's bad. It's just I don't care for the direction that they're going in, and with the changes and stuff in mind, I don't necessarily like what I've been seeing, and you know, that kind of thing. I'm not saying it's bad or whatever. I'm just saying it's been different, and I don't like where it's going. Direction-wise so far, but again, I have to wait till we get to experience, you know, the other parts of the game and whatnot. As far as what else, you know, there is to do, because I might end up doing PvE more if they you know have it, or if they have it set up the way they're saying they're setting it up. So it just maybe a different play around this time, and I might not be as attached to, you know, playing the game all together. To be honest, other than, you know, playing when we play. Because before, I mean, I played for a bunch of different, you know, different builds that kind of stems from, you know, me playing and experiencing and developing my character and growing with it. But, you know, that kind of stuff. But yeah, like I said, it's not bad. It's just different direction I don't necessarily like.
You captured Zone A.
Okay.
You have
got it, Adam. Screw, I'm over there. Give me that.
Okay, so we didn't get him. Uh-oh, you okay?
You lost? Oh, yeah!
You okay?
Stronger as you fight. I love it.
You lost?
Zone C secure. You control all zones.
Oh, okay, sweet. Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
Zone B secure. Power play. Keep the pressure on. Zone
I
A
want it.
Lost.
Alright. Yeah, I'll take it right now.
Yeah.
Yo, what is going on?
5 minutes.
Could be it.
Zone B.
You guys on B.
Yeah.
What? The lag. Come on.
Say again?
Adam, get your internet.
That's cool. That works.
Blood Wonder! There's a sniper over there, bro.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Keep it up. Okay. Wonder!
We gonna wear it out. We gonna praise it out.
Wonder! Yo, easy.
Can you believe we have all these escape agents on one game? It's crazy.
Miracle.
It's a miracle.
Zone B secure.
Yeah, I figure I'd get a few matches in before the beta ends tonight.
And we never see 4 on match again.
Well, I'll be playing Destiny. I'll be playing Destiny.
Not to get up.
Yeah, I'll be playing some desktop.
Get that man! Come on, y'all!
Yeah,
Get that man. Get that man.
You're nearly there. Fight on
Oh,
and claim
what's
victory.
this?
Zone C lost. Zone A captured. You have advantage.
Oh,
Well, stop cheesing the heavy ammo, man.
Show your enemy what a real
not cheating,
don't
man.
use.
Come over there camping.
Hey man, it's just a new mechanic, man.
I don't understand because I lost.
3 minutes.
Yeah,
Hold
this is a beta.
strong, and this battle is
What
yours.
just happened?
This is the beta. So this the beta,
This is better,
yeah.
yeah. Uh-oh. Architect.
Right now I'm a power level 0. So that's
Oh! How'd he jump over me, you trash can? That's why y'all got to lose, sucker.
Victory is all I ask. Good.
Yeah, Mass. I think I found the other 2 outfits for the world.
already.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the one for PvE, and then, well, I got all 3. Yeah, I got all 3. So I got Anka Seeker, and then I got I can't think of the other one. But yeah, I got that. I got all 3 for my Warlock and my. Yeah, that's it. Just the Warlock. Just the Warlock.
It's kind of hard to go negative. This new way of playing.
Well, because they're taking into account your assist as well.
You know, man, I'm super happy you're here, man. I've been getting ganged up by these 2 all day. I need to be with a person happy to play Destiny 2, man. These boys.
I never said I wasn't happy to play it. I'm just saying I was just saying
These
that some
boys,
of the negatives.
salty salmons,
I feel
man.
like it's kind of like
Well, I'm only gonna be here for about 30 minutes because I gotta go to probably job at 7:30. So.
How you
I
feel?
think God is still good.
Yeah. But
I mean, have you ever thought that Destiny 1 was a beta? Just one big beta? Ever thought about that?
It felt like that in times because they didn't really know. Like they had an idea, you know, they sold that idea pretty heavily, but when it came to execution, it wasn't executed right.
Control.
So they found themselves playing catch up, and now I feel like they finally where they want to be.
Move in and
I
take
guess we'll
over
just
zone.
see how
They
well
are
it's
your life.
received from all of the community. Well, yeah, that's really what it is. It's like they started off with a direction in mind, but because of the poor execution, they had found themselves switching lanes. You can catch me in the corner, switching lanes, doing things when I'm switching.
Gripperwood, Grant.
Yeah.
You did. Get out the sky, sucker.
But yeah, I'll also say I'm excited, man. I mean, you got over 50 cutscenes throughout Destiny.
And see, hold up, James, before you even finish, that's the point that we keep going back and forth on. Like everything I keep feeling like I'm hearing frustration with is PvP.
Yeah.
Not
Like-
me, it's
like-
not PvP. It's just the whole general feel.
So Rob, I know why you booty hurt, but
Right. I mean, and to me, it's
I
across
don't-
the
I don't-
board. It's not necessarily one game mode. It's just across the board. I mean,
But what have they done? Like, I just don't get it. What have they done so wrong that just really just like destroyed the game?
Ahead. Keep it that way.
I didn't say they destroyed
Rob?
the game. Nobody said they destroyed the game. I'm saying I don't care for the direction. I don't like the direction. That's all I've been saying.
What's the direction? But what's the direction?
The direction. is
Changing
gonna
the
be a-
power
a
slide
something-
in Super?
Gabe, why do I keep having to say this over and over? I keep saying the same thing.
No,
Uh-oh.
because I just
parental guidance. Rob got some kahunas now that he married. You know, he's just,
No, but I'm serious. But I'm just saying, like, because I keep saying the same thing over and
I mean,
over.
I told you.
Yeah, I told you. It's just that, you know, the game has changed from a game that's going to allow you to develop your character and grow over the course of time. And then, I mean, the next thing would be is that they got rid of my Sunsinger completely.
But is it because they got rid of your Sunsinger that it changed directions, or is it because they generally changed directions? Because and that's the thing I keep saying. It's like that's the thing I keep trying to understand. Is like, yeah, like that's the thing. Like Destiny 1 has been about its lore. It's been about you as a guardian expanding with the world as the world expands.
You
I don't
as a
feel like
game
everything
player
changed.
expanding the world. That's what it's been about. It ain't about you and your guardian. So go ahead and take
How's
that
it
off.
not been about you and your guardian?
Because it's not your guardian. It's just you.
Enough.
So seriously, what I'm saying is you're not growing.
I
with your
understand. I
guardian.
understand what you're trying to say, Rob, but I think it hits home with you the most because your build
Victory
is out
well
the window.
executed.
It doesn't feel like that to me, honestly. Like it doesn't feel like, you know, my guardian is gone. But again, I haven't played the full game. I mean, we're obviously none of us have. But just from an ability
Yeah,
standpoint,
hold on. I think one of you
Yeah.
guys got somebody else's mic muted because you guys are talking exactly the same time. And I can't. Either Mass got Adam muted or Madam got Mass muted. One of you two.
I see it, baby. I don't know how many other ways you can. Let me look. It looks like. Why was he muted? Oh well. It's fixed now. What's up, brother?
I know. That's just, I guess that's why I feel the same way as Flora, like because my whole build, what I was used to maining is completely different now. Like the Blade Dancer, the two things I was using in Blade Dancer are no longer there anymore, and the actual super feels totally different now to me too. So it's just like
Oh yeah, it definitely does. The Arc Strider does feel different from Blade Dancer, but to me, there's still a sense of familiarity because my gameplay wasn't nearly focused around all of my abilities. As you know, with Hunters, we have very limited abilities as is, so most of my gameplay has been focused on the gunplay and just allow my whatever ability I have. And then on top of that, because I not only mained all the other characters, but I maxed them out as well, I'm not tied down to any particular character in mind. That's why you see me, you know, switch on multiple occasions. Like, oh man, I'm really feeling my Warlock now. Oh man, I'm really feeling my Hunter now. And I feel like having that diversity has allowed me to not only appreciate the changes that they made to this game, but to look forward to them. Because
And I think that
I
was
wasn't
said
necessarily
best.
tied down.
Control.
Now,
Give you that.
to Rob's point, you know, there is a vast majority of the community who was tied down to their characters. I mean, that's the initial, you know, that's their initial selling point. Like, this is your guardian, this is your character, you're going to explore these universes. But as it started to progress to me, what I started to see was less of an emphasis on the guardian. This is even in Destiny 1. I started to see less of an emphasis on the guardian and more of an emphasis of the universe. So I just kind of, you know, went along with it. You know, as they started to nerf certain abilities and started to add more to the world as opposed to, you know, highlighting some of the things that you may have liked about your guardian, they actually started nerfing and trying to rebalance some of these abilities that we know and love in D1. And my guess is to prepare for D2. But yeah, I mean, I see both sides. I'm just more open to it because I wasn't necessarily tied down to a particular character. Well, particular subclass. Let me change that. The hunter still feels like the hunter to me. With all the abilities, it still feels like the hunter. And you know, my warlock still feels like my warlock for the most part. So it's a lot easier for me to kind of make that transition.
And I think, you know, maybe that's kind of the thing that I guess I'm more or less shied away from saying, you know, because, you know, I understand why you played the way you did, Rob, but I never understood why you only played with one. You know, I feel like you've highlighted that more now than you did when we originally played D1. But I felt like it was really important, just as a player, to understand all characters in general. That's why I would switch up every now and again. I mained the Titan just like you guys did. But I would feel it important to change up every now and again just to not get stagnant within a certain, you know, character type or play style.
So, just so I understand what y'all are saying, y'all are saying that we should have gotten a more, we should have played Destiny 1 in a more variety way. That's why we feel like the way we do about Destiny 2. Like
No,
basically,
I'm not saying that in particular. I'm not saying that in particular. I'm just saying it helped me to understand some of the changes because I played so many different. Now I'm not saying you're wrong for not doing so because again, their initial goal behind the game was, you know.
The thing about it is that even if I didn't play with them, even if I didn't play as those characters, I played against those characters. So either way, I'm gonna understand what's going on. So.
Yeah,
not
but
necessarily,
I mean,
because sometimes you don't know how it feels.
Yeah, but take Rob into consideration. I mean, Rob mains Warlock to the cows come home. You know, Sunsinger Warlock to the cows come home. That doesn't necessarily mean he understands what it's like to, you know, be a hunter on a consistent basis. He doesn't main hunters. He may understand the general idea of it, but to really understand what people gripe about, you got to main their character. You know, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think that's really what it comes down to.
And those were some of the statements I was making before about it. Was Rob, you didn't know technically what it was really like to go up against another warlock with those burn abilities, or to have to deal with self-res during.
If I'm playing a warlock and I played against a warlock, obviously I know what it feels like.
Good luck.
My father. Too intense of a discussion. He's like, I got homework, guys. Yeah, but I mean, that's, you know, just to Rob's credit, again, I understand. I wish it wasn't like that because, you know, in your case, it's an extreme. Not everyone has that same feeling, you know, because not everyone named that class the way you did. Over the years, the past 3 years, that class has started to, you know, die down as far as like the usage rate because of them nerfing the abilities and then taking some of the abilities away and making it less, you know, less powerful, so to speak, in the PvP realm. So I understand that element, but again, I'm not discrediting anything, you know, critical about the game because it has its flaws. My only concern is, why are we spending so much time on these flaws when we know we're going to go in and jump in and enjoy the game anyway? You know, so that's really where my biggest gripe about it is. It's like, yeah, we could talk about these flaws. Let's talk about it. Yeah, I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like that. But, well, what do you like? Is there something that you're looking forward to? Let's focus on that because that's where most of our energy is going to be spent anyways, really finding a way to enjoy it. And it may not be the direct direction that they were trying to take. They made a lot of changes since Alpha, you know.
Well, what just happened? I hear you now. Well, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, it did the same to me too.
Zone B lost.
Yeah, same there.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Did you get kicked or something?
I couldn't take no part in
Take no more what?
Yo, that shield is not supposed to follow me like that.
Oh, he's just kidding.
Yeah, he is. Oh, Nova.
that. Yeah, kick him out.
Okay,
That's
there
one
it is.
very
All right,
over
cool.
bomb, bro.
But yeah, I mean that's all I'm saying. Like there's a lot that they changed, and it's gonna take some getting used to. But there's a lot that they changed for the better, and I think we should really explore how we can, bring the best out of the game as opposed to, really focusing on all the stuff that we don't necessarily like about the game. Because it's like a job, right? Like the more time you spend in a job, the more that stuff starts to stand out. Like the negative stuff. Like when you first start a job, you're giddy. You enjoy your job, you're glad that you got a job, but as time progresses, you start to see some of the stuff that you don't like, and it feels bigger than what it is. I just don't want us as a clan to make the stuff that we don't like bigger than the stuff that we do like.
No, I think I feel you on that,
the
James. It's just my standpoint has been, I had issues with it, but it just kind of, and the reason why discussions go longer and go further than what maybe necessary is because when maybe me who points out a negative thing that I don't like, and I'm not more, and because of the way I am, I'm not necessarily going to just change my standpoint on certain things. It just seems like a countdown. Okay. End up being a conversation more or less where I can't have that point of view.
Opinion. Yeah, that point of view. I got you.
You know what I mean?
And that's why I kind of back up my fans too. Because it's like at the end of the day, we all kind of got our own opinions about it. It's okay to talk about the differences. Yeah.
Somebody else has got to pick the.
And I understand as well. I guess to my wait a minute, left mask team return. Oh, okay. To my point, I guess that's all I was really trying to get, and that's why I say James kind of articulated it the most. I'm saying, like, I understand why all those changes were happening. And even when before you got on here, James, we were talking about, the D1 discussion of, was it more negative than positive? And it was like, well, Crucible was, the most highlighted thing. And I'm like, well, what about all the story? Like, D2 is like focusing on fixing a lot of those things that we were really griping about in Destiny 1. And that's why I was trying to bring more light towards, the things we are getting versus, what was wrong and what was going on. I understand all of those balance changes, and I'm ready to move forward with it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm ready to just see what it's about and not keep going over like, well, this has changed, that's changed, that's changed. That's why I keep posting positive stuff. Like, here's new stuff about it. I'm really excited. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, to Rob's point, just to kind of piggyback off Rob's point, the way we play all of the game, the way he play all of the game modes is going to be affected forever. So like regardless of what game mode we're playing, and that's why I had to really sit back and really think about the way Rob and Fiat play. It's probably going to affect them the hardest because they grew accustomed to playing it, regardless of what game mode it is. They grew accustomed to playing a certain way, and those ways are no longer available. So I understand it from that perspective. I just don't want it to fester, and to like negativity to where no one's looking forward to the game. And obviously, Rob, you've already said that's not the case. So I don't feel that way. But it's just I'm excited about the game. Me personally, I'm excited about the game, and we can obviously have our own viewpoints about it. It's a game, crying out loud, it's not paying our rent or anything. But at the end of the day.
Sorry, now.
Yeah, I know. At the end of the day, I'm more comfortable now in knowing who's going to be playing with me. You know what I mean? Like, because the reason why I switched to PlayStation was to play with y'all. You know what I mean? So yeah, we can have those conversations about what's changed, what we're not going to like, and I like those type of debates. But as long as I know I'm still going to have somebody to play with, I don't mind those conversations as much. Because I left a lonely community in Xbox. I left purposely so that I can play with, my closest friends. Yeah, for real. No, for real, all around me, dude. My only friend on Xbox.
I remember because I remember that conversation.
Like,
I remember that conversation with James. It was shortly after we played Destiny, and he was like, "I'm gonna just buy Destiny on Xbox." And he was playing it on there, and me and Rob just having a giddy old good time and playing it on PlayStation 2. 4, and he was like, "You know what?" And he sold it, and you went and got a PlayStation 4. So I remember that. And then for me, this means a whole lot more to me in general because I don't live in Texas. So this is our way of kind of being together. So when I'm constantly hearing like, oh, I thought you said, yeah. So anyways, when this is my opportunity to be with you guys and hang with you guys and have something to kind of talk about on a consistent basis. So when I hear like a lot of complaints, and I guess that's why subconsciously maybe I was a little bit mad at Young because I'm like, I feel like, I don't know, like this is kind of affecting. I feel like it's kind of affecting, you know, what we got in a sense. You know, maybe I need to wipe away that mindset, but you know, this is my way of staying connected with you guys, and I don't want it to be affected by small changes that we can easily get over. Because the most important thing, no matter what buffs or stuff that changed, I mean, we adjusted through all the changes in Destiny 1. You know what I mean? And we can survive this one just as long as we do it together. You know?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. And then again, to that point, Gabe, you know, they did make a lot of changes specifically to make it more, you know, suitable, you know, for multiplayer. And you see that a lot of times. You see that when you're trying to usher in a new community. You know, we're trying to usher in new people. So, I mean, I got a personal, I wouldn't call it a testimony, but for lack of a better term, testimony. One of the guys.
Yo, my man lagging on me like it's no tomorrow.
I don't know if you know him, Tim or Rob, but his name is Don Juan. He actually works in the post office as well. He was telling me, he was like, bro, the number one thing he said was, dude, why didn't you tell me the gunplay was this potent? And I was like, what are you talking about? He was like, why didn't you tell me Destiny's gunplay was this potent? He was so sold on the gunplay in the Destiny 2 beta that he went back and bought Destiny 1. And Destiny 2, Don Juan.
Yo, I just thought something. Like, if you shoot at a pipe, it'll burst out steam.
It'll burst out steam. But yeah, so like he was so sold on just that aspect of it, like just the gunplay, it made him more interested in the world of Destiny. So now he's going through like the strikes and stuff like that, and you know he's leveling up his characters and all that stuff. You know, but you know, obviously they wanted to bring in some newer players. That's really what they wanted to do. I think they're starting to succeed a little bit on it. I just hope it doesn't change the overall direction, and it doesn't. And the only reason why I don't agree on the whole idea of, you know, they changed complete direction, because everyone's been saying that this is the most expansive game that they've made at Bungie. So it's kind of hard for me to say, okay, well, they're going to, you know, in the way of, you know, Call of Duty or whatever other game
lagging, bro.
Because they've expanded the universe that I fell in love with. So it's kind of hard for me to completely agree on that end. But I understand from the PvP perspective.
They need you over there, man. They're getting tagged up. They about to shut it down.
So that's my little 2 cents. That's my little 3 cents right there. Oh, that's a Sentinel Titan. I don't like it.
All you gotta do is keep them going. Shoot at him. Shoot at him.
I am trying to.
I haven't.
That might be it. Yeah.
There you go.
What?
Yeah, it didn't. Like, if you look at it, the energy around it gets very big before it goes down. And it
no, I thought you shot him. So when you shoot at him, I thought it started over. I thought it started over.
Defend them.
Tim personally loved it. Yes, there's a few files. The only thing I listed in is he's dedicated service, solve some lag issues. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? Pick it out your mouth.
I think they have infinite run this time too. I've been noticing that. Like you can run at that.
No cooldown on your sprint.
Yeah.
Guardian down.
I've been noticing.
Whatever patch they did yesterday, it feels like it decreased some of the super cooldown. Cause I got my super real fast.
Yeah, I've been starting to get it at 3 minutes.
Yeah, I got mine at
3 minutes left.
We were right at.
Yeah, 3 minutes left.
Well, the match is only 8 minutes long, so.
What's up?
So here's Tim on the stream, and he has to say, he said, I know Destiny 2 is different, but that's the whole idea. If it was the same, just gonna call it Destiny Year 4. And I just replied to him saying, yeah, I'm one of the ones who expected a Destiny 4 type of experience. And he said, I personally love it. Yes, there's a few flaws, but it is the beta. I look forward to it being different. And then he said, the only thing I do wish they would have done was use dedicated servers to solve some lag issues and across the platform and make it cross-platform so Xbox and PlayStation could play together.
Yeah. And I think that's probably what a lot of what you're going to get from the community, you know, because...
So I couldn't climb through the window?
That's right.
Destiny in a sense is like this niche game, right? Where it's like they don't want to make it so brand new to where the veteran players can't appreciate it, but they do want to make it somewhat enticing so that people who haven't played Destiny may want to come and play. One of the few points, very, very few points that I agree with Young on was the fact that it is more of the same in the sense of it's a looter shooter, but he was kind of saying in the sense of these are problems. No, this is just the economy of looter shooters. Look at Borderlands. You know, all 3 Borderlands, or 2 Borderlands, 3 coming out in the next 2 years, whenever it comes. But and in the Handsome Collection and in the pre-sequel, like all looter shooters follow the same formula of as shoot 'em up, complex boss. So
and that's why I said really quick.
About it?
That's what I said, and that's what I was saying. Like, what do you want from Destiny? Do you want Mass Effect Nasty Andromeda? Then go play that game. Don't come to Destiny over here and try to
what I'm coming to conclude, though, is that he just doesn't like looter shooters.
And that's what I was trying to say, too. Is, you know, he likes his preference. You know, it's like...
Then go play it! And don't make videos about it.
Yeah, he don't like looter shooters. And that's the only reason why I didn't like the video, because it's like, you're coming at it from the perspective of, you know, of actually helping. I don't think it was very helpful. And then you can say, oh, well, I said if you like Destiny 2, then you like Destiny 1, you don't like Destiny 2. But you can't try to sprinkle that on top of 10 minutes of negativity. And then say, well, if you like this, I'm like, come on, bro. Get out of here with that, man. You get salty up as I get quick scope. Like, you just salty because you don't like looter shooters.
And that's all I was saying, and that's where my frustration came from, because I know Young, and I know his content.
I said the magic words. Hey, y'all heard that? I said the magic words for Adam. He came to life real quick. He said, quick scope? I quick scoped. You know, Adam, he loved them snipes, boy.
Charge is set.
That's snipes. But we getting smashed.
I'm right behind you, four. I'm right behind you.
But yeah, so my general consensus, you know, I've had to back off as far as like the jointness, because obviously it's not fair, you know, to, you know, just immediately discredit anything that's negative about the game, similar to what Tim was.
Come on, man.
We in beta stage, y'all. Let's try to, you know, tell me how the game feels to you. Don't try to break down the entire game synopsis when you only play the 18th of it. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to do that. You have get out of here. So get out of here. You probably won't get early access because you're talking trash. So.
You talking about Young?
Young,
Yeah. You only gonna play Metal Gear early. You ain't gonna play. You might play some Death Stranding early, but you ain't gonna play no Destiny early.
Yeah. Kojima love Young over there.
Yeah, he does.
He the biggest fanboy. He a bigger fanboy than you, Gabe.
Oh yeah, he definitely is. I give him that. You know what I mean? I definitely give him that. But
I think we got a Arc Strider incoming.
Golden gun at the bottom.
Get out there.
Nice.
Got
a shot.
I only got one building today, so it shouldn't take me long to do it.
Nice, boys. Let's take out this.
Hopefully I get back in time before the beta is over.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Do we need to set a charge? What's going on?
No, they had to charge.
They set the charge. We trash.
Oh man, I wish y'all had told me.
He said we trash.
All right, Adam.
Get him! Shoot him! Don't let him shoot me.
Hey y'all, so real quick.
If they shoot you, it doesn't reset.
It does. It's the same as
That's teamwork.
Or at least
Nah,
it's done
I
it to me if he's on.
What you say?
And really quick, and that was my biggest gripe with him is he like
Fight your way back.
he typically when he does a this is my opinion thing, he states that. He went in there gung ho, quick to make a video because it was the hot topic right now.
He had some personal issues with Destiny, man.
I mean, whatever his issue was, it showed in his lack of research.
Charge set. Now hold the line.
What is
Stop them! Stop them!
I can't wait to see what you do with that.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, and he made a point of, you can judge a game based on the beta. For most games, I would say yes. But because this is a game specifically designed around you learning and exploring the land that you're in, and learning about the motives of the enemy, you can't do that because they don't give you access to the game. So
They
you
gave
can't
you
really.
3 enemy types in this game. 3. The Siva's back, the Taken's back, they revamped all of those. I mean, there's so many more enemy types in this game than he probably ever experienced. He probably doesn't even know what the cotton picking Taken is.
Yeah.
Because from what it sounds like, he stopped playing the game real early on.
Yeah. It don't. Well, anyway, who cares? He's trash.
1 minute.
Yeah.
He's trash. He's trash. Like he started to turn me off on some of the Metal Gear videos because he started reaching on them. So I'm like, I can't even watch.
Oh
it
yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
He's like, Stephanie Houston said hi to Kojima on Twitter. Does that mean she's involved in the game?
He's going for
like,
a race
bro.
at the rugs.
Yeah,
Like,
and that's what I was
reaching.
basically saying. That's why I feel like he did with this one, and he prematurely did it.
Yeah, he a reacher, bro. I'm like,
I got 5 seconds for you.
30 seconds.
what's that playing? Countdown? Yeah.
I got you on that Res B.
Okay.
Oh, I can't.
That'll be my
I
last
died.
one, then I gotta.
Yeah, if you didn't die, come for the rest if
I'll
you
probably be
can.
back later. Oh wait, the beta stopped at 8 tonight. So good. I'm accidentally left my Destiny drift over
Sit down.
at Joe's house, so I gotta go get that today.
Trash back.
I think I smell comeback. Right, now we ain't so trash no more.
Point. Show them how little that means.
And 3 of us got supers. Hold on to him. Hold on to him, y'all. Just hold on to him.
Hold on to my love.
I'm going to rugs.
No. We shouldn't split up. If we're gonna set the charge, you gotta set the charge so they can't defuse it. You gotta set it together. Where we at? What we gonna do?
Rugs?
No. Mark it. Go back to market.
Then go to market. I'm holding them down.
Yes, beautiful. I'm holding them down. Hey. You have someone, mama?
1 minute.
It's weak.
Oh, I thought I picked it
lot
up.
of it.
Never mind.
Get him. I'm hurt.
Crap.
It's live. No. Good nade, boy. Don't go in there by yourself. Don't get in the car.
Sweet. Okay, that's a lot.
Are you kidding me? Did you see that?
Gone. That's a mess.
Shoot him. Throw something.
Oh man,
Adam, where are you?
he ran up. Dude, that melee should have got him.
Get out of here, bro. Get out of here. He literally shot me through the wall.
But you see what I'm saying, Tim? Did you see his health bar? When he got hit with that grenade?
Countdown. Test your patience under fire.
Tim,
You can do this.
kind of like Tim. Tim,
Y'all some trash.
kind of like.
Y'all kind of like. Hey, Winston, how you feel about that KD, man?
Hey! I'm gonna keep my head up.
So he go with it. Y'all go ahead and hold it back.
Oh my god.
Y'all go ahead and hold it back.
I'm good. Yo, I'm holding the back. I'm holding the back beyond the grave.
Oh, man. Keep your head entirely up. What you doing?
Yeah, did you see that grenade?
I saw a grenade.
You saw how you see how much damage it did?
It doesn't do anything.
And you know what grenade that was?
That was the one that the action boat, right?
That was the action boat, the one I charged. I charged it and threw it, and it didn't do anything.
Yeah, I'm sure they're gonna change that. Like I was
Yeah.
watching TV's video, and Bungie usually listens to True Vanguard. He was giving all his gripes about Destiny 2.
Yeah, man, but he got it in on us.
Right, got it in.
Inside.
He about to put his foot in the net.
Yeah. Anything True Vanguard says comes to pass.
Say what?
Okay. They're not
I
right
was wondering
here.
if he did it. I hadn't seen anything else. I looked it up a day or two ago to see if he said anything about it, but I didn't get a chance to see anything.
Alright, y'all. Something's got to give. This is possibly my last round in Destiny 2 beta until the full game comes
September,
out.
man. This is hard, dude, because I'm trying to, move along, and if I go back and play Destiny 1, I'm going to be a mad person.
Move in and take those zones.
Here
They
we
are
go.
your life.
Yeah, I feel you. I'm gonna go back. I mean, I don't
Can we be
I know,
excited? Can we be excited for more story?
Rob really explains why he probably won't be back. Hey man, are you guys gonna go back?
Right, that's what I say, real.
I know.
No, I'll probably play. I mean, shoot, if y'all want.
That was dookie. He was dookie, boy.
Just suck it up.
Why don't you just play with your what's that thing called?
Void Walker.
Stormcaller?
The Void Walker.
Yeah,
The
play with
Void Walker
Stormcaller.
is fine. I have no
Yeah,
issue
just
with
switch,
the Void
just
Walker.
switch
honestly.
subclasses with. You saying in this game you have no issue with it?
Absolutely not. The Void Walker's good. I just don't like the Nova Bomb. Nova Bomb, you got to use it in front of their face, literally. Because any other way, it's gonna go in some weird direction, like it just got ADD or something.
Where did he go, George?
Right? Yeah. What was that? Was that a bud?
Yeah, I think it's just that one though.
Yeah.
Because the other
I
path
hope it
seems
is.
like a regular Nova Bomb. The other
Yeah,
path
it does, if
doesn't
you
move,
read it.
It doesn't say anything about moving slowly or anything like that. It just seems like a regular Nova Bomb.
The
I think
thing,
it's just that path.
and I
And I
really
know
hope.
you don't like the path, Rob. I know.
Well, I was about to
dog.
say, I really hope they allow us to customize the paths, because man, at some point, or something, because really, that is the only thing I don't care about this path, and so I'm, but the other path does look like it might be cool. Like the rest of this path, I really like. The other class,
How did you shoot me through that?
the other path might seem pretty cool because it does a lot of like self-healing or whatnot. So I mean, I might be okay with that too. Well, I'm sure I will. I did that. That's how.
You gonna try to find that ram again? The ram in the bush?
All right.
Enemy controls all
Right.
zones.
So I mean, Void Walker is probably gonna be fine. I really like the blink and everything on here. I mean, they did a good job with Void Walker. I really like this so far.
Yeah.
Got another bomb. Man.
That shut them down.
Got to remember nearly hit 3 times. There were still some bugs to make sure it's kind of yeah, that's right. And it's beta, so they're gonna let us play it, tear it up. People gonna find stuff. People are already finding stuff. You know what's so funny? This is I don't know if there's no real theory for it or whatever it's called, but the internet, whatever kind of syndrome or whatever it is. When I was watching, what's his face that always talks about sweet loot, bless his loot, and he found that like open room inside of the
Have advantage.
right. He found that open room inside that cabin. It's like, man, dude, like how does the internet do
People
this?
go
Like,
in literally just to find stuff like that.
it's just funny like how quickly it happens though. It's just like it's just the internet deal, But like you said, people just go in and it's just a trip. Huh? Man?
Oh no! Dawnblade just showed me why Archdrada can't hold a candle to it.
You captured Zone C. Zone advantage is yours.
Alright, well.
Zone A lost.
Let's control. Oh, you so used to trials you forgot what controller?
Yeah, he don't He don't play nothing else for trials and elimination.
Well, fellas, I gotta go ahead and be an adult and go to work. So,
Alright, bro. I feel you
until
on that.
next time, gentlemen.
Till next time, sir.
Double down.
Appreciate your
See,
patience.
that's what this game is about. That team shooting, baby.
This is mad.
Damn the lineup faster.
Matt, that's a little too. You dumb.
Alright, y'all. Peace.
Alright, yo.
Alright, man.
Oh, sweet.
Get me out of here, Jesus.
You captured Zone A. That's a power play. You took them. Now hold. Zone B lost.
Oh, sweet. Nice. Good play. Good.
3 minutes left. This is what
I'm
comebacks
not
are made
getting
of.
money with a Void Walker right now. I might need to switch back to the.
Zone C lost.
Put it down.
You have advantage.
Sweet. Nice. Okay. So
Zone
let's see.
C
I'll show you how to
secure.
use this Nova Bomb.
All zone L. You have total control.
Sweet.
Turn this match around,
Oh,
and
yeah.
the Crucible will never forget you.
The thing I've enjoyed the most about E2 is it's Fiat. Or listen.
They
going
tried
on?
to nail the coffin shut, but you lot just won't stay down. This is yours now. Finish them. It's time, Guardian.
Yo, Shaq is getting too pumped right now. Okay, time to show you how to use Nova Bomb.
Zone B lost. 2-for-1.
There we
You
go.
made that look easy.
That's how you use Nova Bomb.
You and your allies move as one.
Sweet.
1 minute. A well-fought victory.
Where's Fiat and what's it?
It's live?
Yeah, I hear you now. Good grief.
My headphones died, but that's how you end Destiny 1. That's how you end it. Right there. Right there.
That Nova Bomb was delicious, man.
Yeah, that's but it's so you gotta do it right in front of him, bro. If you do it,
I walked away with 10 points on one slam, bro. I literally wiped the team twice again, bro. Again.
Right.
I love that Roman Slam super, dude. That is just heavenly. Yo, time that thing right.
No.
Oh
you're
my
not supposed to
goodness.
hit-
Nah, I'm out of here, dog. I gotta hit this busy.
Keep it hit up.
bro.
Yeah, I might as well go too, man. 'Cause I got some stuff to do tonight.
Yeah,
All right,
dude.
sweet.
This is Destiny 2
Keep it up,
beta,
man.
man. Legit, man. Legit.
What you think?
I'm still
Sorry, we're the
streaming.
best for-
I'll probably
for-
stream it
for
for
y'all,
another 15, 20 minutes. Y'all wanna
I'm
check
a
it
winner.
out?
I'll be
I
easy, man.
do.
All right,
Okay. Peace.
Peace. Yeah, this is me. I know, right? Right.
Control.
But the way they did it,
Only one
if you
path
notice,
to
is
victory,
on the
Guardians.
armor. The recovery
Capture the
and
zones.
agility and
Destroy
armor
your
is
enemies.
actually on the Guardian's armor this time around.
You're in the lead.
Okay, danger zone.
Zone advantage is yours.
It should be good because definitely took some damage there. Sweet. Oh, let's do that.
Zone C
Yeah,
lost.
I mean they're pretty much the same as what it was before.
Zone A secure. You have zone advantage.
But you know what? I haven't played with anything but my hand cannon and pulse rifle. I haven't played with anything else. Okay, alright, I see you. Nah, dude, usually.
You're falling
Silent.
behind.
Yes, sir. In the face.
Zone B captured. You have advanced. Gained the lead.
Oh, come on. I got set up.
5 minutes.
Oh man, what a whack.
Could go your way.
White drop there.
Could go theirs.
They kind of
They've
raised
taken
up
the
a bit.
lead. You could turn this tide. I could watch fighting like this forever.
It's probably the Hunter's one. Did it sound like a big explosion or whatever? The sunshot is probably what it was.
Zone A lost.
Sweet. Mess that up.
Zone C secure. You have advantage.
You. Oh no. I didn't think I was in range. No. Well, it's different ones.
So
right
me,
now. I don't know
lost.
which one might be thinking of. Nice.
3 minutes.
Yeah, this is called post reference.
Zone A secure. You have zone advantage. Lead is lost, but the battle is still close. Zone C lost.
Pulse rifle. No, I don't think he was. What the dickens? He's like jumping around.
Shut them down. Zone advantage is yours. Don't let your enemy take this without a fight. Zone B locked. 1 minute. Defeat comes for us all.
Nah, I'm gonna get off. Get off, call it a night. Oh, it's tomorrow's Wednesday. So I gotta be there tonight. Yeah, we can do competitive. What's up? Which one was it called? The what? What? Oh, okay, sure. Sweet. Yeah, I think this might be my last one right here, man.
Countdown.
I've been able to
Enemy
play this
approaching.
one.
Defend the charges or defeat your opponents.
They probably ain't got the oh, I guess the beta is open now. Well, it's no longer on the PlayStation Store right now. So if they didn't pre-order it and if they didn't get it when it was beta, it's not available anymore right now. Oh, God.
On offense,
This
set
is my
the
last one.
charges or destroy the enemy team.
Dude, that was ridiculous. The machine guns on here is very retarded. A bit much.
1 minute left.
Wow. You could probably get me out of this game. Yeah, no, never mind. He died. Sweet, yeah.
Yes! Enemy team
Huh?
neutralized.
No, this is the last match. Like as far as. We gotta go to 5.
Those charges
It's best out
explode,
of like
all
5.
is lost. Defend them.
That rugs. I am out.
One minute.
Take them out.
Hammered them. Do it again.
Broccoli. Yeah, that's about as long as I'm on here for as well, Brock. I'm gonna be getting off here shortly.
Set the charges and protect them with your
Gotta
life.
eat and get ready for work in the morning. I'm trying to get that 5:30. Yeah, it is. Nice. I can heal up from that.
Guardian down.
Nice.
One minute. Charge set. Now to battle. It's time, Guardian. Crush them.
Okay. Oh, sweet. Why is it showing on it? Oh, there's 2 alive still. My bad. I did that wrong. I thought it was only 1 left.
Your charge. Again.
Yeah, I work graveyard, bro. Actually, no, it's not really graveyard. It's just early morning. I work all day long, literally.
If those charges explode,
Get in around
all is lost.
5:36,
Defend
and then
them.
I get off around like 4. There's one on each side of the map, so if you're up here at the top.
One minute left.
Sweet. That was a fail. That's a healing rift right there. So when you about to die, you can step in there.
Neutralize.
Or, you know, you're low on health. Wait, graveyard. Post office? What is this?
Detonate the charges.
I don't know,
This
man.
round is yours.
They're all there though. Somebody's watching. Okay. They're at the market. I'm seeing multiples at the market.
Charge set. Now to battle.
come on, man. I promise I sometimes feel like I'm out of the way. I wasn't that far back at all.
All enemies down. Good. Match point. Defend the charges and win.
See, this is what I do. I can't even get my super going. But I'm not doing so well too, so it's whatever. It's only 2 of them left. So that means they're going to be in market.
1 minute left.
Guardian down.
Oh, I can't wait to see what you do with that.
I see it. Sweet.
"30 seconds and counting."
Oh my goodness!
Down.
I didn't even
Fight
see him
another.
up there, bro. Did my radar even say anything about that? No, my radar didn't even say he was up there. Wow.
You have match point. Set a charge and win.
Oh, okay, they about to shut him off. You didn't get the message.
Charge set. Now to battle.
Wow. We were definitely trash because they both got their supers.
It's
Guardian
time,
down.
Guardian. Crush them. All opponents down.
Yeah.
A powerful finish.
No, baby.
Well fought. We need Guardians with your passion on the front line.
Yeah, bro. All right, Adam. There it is. Until next time, y'all. Farewell, au revoir, so long, sayonara, whatever that song goes like. Yeah, Brock is gone, dog. All right, Adam, man. I'll catch you next time, dude. Peace. Let's get a little footage of this. Oh, it's still there. Barely, though. What's it gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Make our dreams come true. Hey, Mr. Scott. All right, y'all. All right, James, Broccoli. Y'all take it easy now. I'll catch y'all next time. This is Agent 004 002. I ain't said it in a while. Agent 4002 signing out. Peace.